안녕하세요.
Good morning.
How happy I am to be here with all of you. This is the first presidential conference of the year, and I'm so excited to be here. Yes, the excitement would have been far greater if there was one more zero to the number of people who are here. But this is the world we are living in. Man proposes, God disposes. But still, I'm happy that at least it is happening in person. We are so many of us here who are present here, and I'm extremely happy that the convener, my dear friend Yoon Sang-koo, has organized this so very well. Thank you, Sang-koo, for all that you do for Rotary, not only as the Vice Chair of the Rotary Foundation, but even as the convener of this event. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to see President D.K. Lee and his gracious wife, Youngja. What a pleasure it is to see you again with us, just as it is to see Yun Sun also. So it's a great feeling in Rotary when you meet your old friends. I'm happy Director Kim and his wife is also here. And I'm delighted that the Changemaker governors are all here. I had the opportunity of speaking to you individually yesterday, and let me tell you, what I heard from you has already delighted me, and my coming to Korea has become successful, knowing from you what your plans and programs already are. There are going to be 7 presidential conferences. This is the first one, and I had wanted that each of these presidential conferences focuses on 2 areas of focus. This one focuses on disease prevention and treatment, as well as on environment. 2 extremely important areas of focus for Rotary. So much so that if we look at the number of global grants done all around the world, the number 1 is disease prevention and treatment. The highest number of grants are given under the area of focus of disease prevention and treatment. That is because around the world, more than 400 million people still do not have access to proper health care. For us, health care seems to be available very easily, but nearly half the world, the healthcare system is broken. It isn't there. People do not get basic facilities of health. And so it is so very important that we need to stretch our hand to help those people, build their infrastructure, build their capacity to ensure that they too get proper treatment. They also have a right to live and live a life properly. Friends, if we go in certain parts of the world, we will find basic facilities of health is not there. Forget the surgeries that need to be done. Over the years, I have seen each year from India, 1 or 2, if not 3, medical missions go to Africa. Each time they go, they see tens of thousands of people there, and hundreds of surgeries are performed. And in the process, they are also building the healthcare system in those countries. The program of Family Health Days, which is done by nearly 350 clubs around the world, that's a Rotary Action Group. They do this program in Africa in nearly 10 countries, and they have done more than 5 million people have been affected because of that. Friends, the impact of this is huge. We can only understand, imagine if there are no clinics here and there is no hospital here for 200 kilometers or even 400 kilometers. Imagine what would happen to you. And this is a reality in so many parts of the world. Rotary has done some amazing work, not just these health camps. In India, again, we do these health camps, and I'm aware, I see at one health camp, 100,000 people come. or else we've done health camps with the Rotary Action Group, where in 25 different camps, we had more than 75,000 people coming over a period of just 3 days' time. We are now wanting to take this a step forward. On the other hand, Rotary has done an amazing job creating health facilities. So eye hospitals have been created, blood banks have been created, dialysis facilities are being created, cancer detection facilities have been created or upgraded. There are mobile vans which do healthcare, go out in rural areas, far remote areas, and help out people. Tremendous work is being done. And Rotarians across the world do, and I'm sure so many of you participate in them. Just last month itself, I was in Africa. I visited 7 countries, and I could see the healthcare system there is not good. It's not robust. At each of these countries, I met the president of the country, and in one country, I met the prime minister. To each of them, I have offered that we are ready to set up eye hospitals there. Fortunately, I have experience of setting up 19 eye hospitals myself in India and outside India. So I'm aware it does not take too much to set up an eye hospital, one eye hospital that can do cataract surgeries for nearly 3,000 people each year. So when I spoke to the president of Kenya, for example, I said, okay, we will set up the eye hospital provided you provide the building. We will not invest money in the building. We will put the equipment and we'll run the hospital. He said, Mr. Mehta, how many hospitals will you set? I said, how many buildings will you give? So that is where we are, friends. I have promised to them that we will do those global grants, and I have done one part there, the other part I'm doing here. And I leave this message to Director Kim as well as to you, my dear friend Sang Kuyun, and the RRFC who I met this morning. How about stretching a hand out to our African brothers and sisters? How about setting up an eye hospital in each of those countries? How about setting up a blood bank there? How about setting up dialysis facilities there? They do not have these facilities. It is important that we go and help our people across the world. When India faced problems of polio, America was helping from half the world away. It's important that today, when we need to help Africa, we should be able to, and we will do that from India, let's do it from Korea, from Taiwan, from America, from Australia. All of us, we should try and help out, set up the healthcare system. To me, this conference, this part of the conference where we are talking of the healthcare issues, if this is one goal that we can achieve, so that in those 7 countries that we have visited and the others where there is a need, if we can set up eye hospitals, set up other facilities like blood banks, dialysis centers, or any other medical facility that they require, I think the purpose of this conference would have been well served. To me, every conference should lead to an action, and I think here is a ready action to all the change-maker governors. I request you, think in terms of doing you are number 2 in giving to the Rotary Foundation, which means you have a lot of DDF. Use that DDF for doing good in this world halfway across the world. People who do not have the facilities, how about doing some global grants? One each of the districts, even if you did one global grant, I think it will be a big boost to the healthcare system itself in Africa, in different countries of Africa. Moving to the other part of this conference, which is environment. And I'm so happy I missed out Director Tatsuno. I'm not seeing you here, so I missed you out. You are such an important part, and I'm sure so many other people who are watching it online. This is also getting live streamed. To all of you, a big hello. I wish you all were here. But okay, that'll be for some other time, maybe at Houston, or who knows, before that at some other presidential conference or at some other institute. We'll surely meet up, but we'll definitely meet in Houston. Coming to the other part of this conference, which is the environment. For years, Rotarians have worked for environment, but they have not directly worked on it. When we were doing water sanitation, environment was a part of it. If we did literacy, at times environment was a part of it. Environment was nearly all permeating. But surveys showed that more and more people wanted to join Rotary for doing service projects, and the number one thing that they were concerned about was environment, especially the younger people. They wanted to work for the environment. And so, as the demand grew, as the Rotarians themselves became more concerned, and as climate change became one of the biggest issues in the world, Rotary took the smart step of bringing this as the 7th area of focus. Starting this year, we can do global grants, we can do programs and projects, and I'm very happy that you yourself are doing some wonderful projects and programs. Japan is doing cleaning of the ocean, which is going to be a project that I'm going to see day after tomorrow. The same thing, cleaning up of all the beaches. A big program was held a few days back. There is so much that can be done as far as the environment is concerned. We can plant millions and millions of trees. Last year in India, one district said, we will plant 1.2 million trees, one for every Rotarian in the world. If one district can do it, I'm sure many other districts can do it. This year itself in India, we'll be planting more than 5 million trees. And I'm sure that's just one country. I'm sure around the world, if we gathered the data, we would have planted millions and millions of trees. And we keep doing it each and every year. That's one of the basics and the very easy things for us to do, but it has a long-lasting impact. Say no to plastic. It's a big program. Around the world, say no to plastic is becoming bigger and bigger because people are realizing the problems of using single-use plastic. Recycling of the plastic. Using alternate energy, solar energy, wind energy. There is so much that can be done. Friends, environment is so very important for us. At times we try to neglect it and see what the result is. Today the pandemic, so in a time when the pandemic has affected all of us, it is so very important that the two subjects that you have chosen are directly connected with the pandemic. Disease prevention and treatment, and the other, of course, is environment. If we try to not to take care of our environment, there is going to be other issues that will come up. Today it's the pandemic, which is corona. Tomorrow it may be something else. We need to all put our resources together so that we learn to live with nature. That is how it was built. That is how the world was built. The nature, we need to be living with other creatures. We need to understand plants, trees, flora, fauna, animals, all of these, friends. That is our ecosystem, and we cannot destroy it. I'm very happy that today we are going to focus on the environmental issues. It's very important that we create awareness. Children in school need to start understanding from the very beginning. Our next generation should understand that climate change is not a thing in the future, it is today, and we need to do something about it. Friends, once again, let me compliment all the people who've been part of organizing this wonderful event. I'm so very happy, Sanku, that the two topics you have chosen are so relevant today in times when we are all struck by the biggest menace that we have ever faced in this world. But Rotarians are resilient. When we find a problem, we also try to find a solution. And let this conference be one step towards finding that solution. Thank you very much. Namaste.
네, 다시 한번 인사.
Once again, a big thank you. Please give a round of applause to thank President Mehta.